हेलो स्टूडेंट्स, हम पढ़ रहे थे कि व्हाट इज कंस्ट्रक्शन एंड प्रिंसिपल ऑफ व्हीटस्टोन ब्रिज। ये व्हीटस्टोन ब्रिज जो है, इसमें चार रजिस्टर्स P, Q, R एंड S आर कनेक्टेड इन द साइड्स ऑफ क्वाड्रिलेटरल. We connect a battery between terminal A and C, galvanometer between B and D. But when current I reaches at point A, then it divides in two parts. I1 flows this branch, I2 flows this branch, Ig flows in this branch, and remaining current I1 minus Ig flows in this branch. So there is distribution of current in all branches accordance with KFL. अब इसकी प्रिंसिपल की बात आती है, तो क्या लिखेंगे देखिए. When at first we close key K1 and after K2, हम पहले की K1 को क्लोज करें एंड आफ्टर की K2 को क्लोज करें. एट फर्स्ट वी क्लोज की K1 एंड आफ्टर K2 and we adjust four registers P, Q, R and S in such a way that किस प्रकार से P, Q, R, S को कैसे एडजस्ट करें. If we adjust four registers P, Q, R and S in such a way that there is no flow of current there is no flow of current in section BD, कि BD में कोई करंट फ्लो ना हो. या हम ये भी कह सकते हैं गैल्वेनोमीटर डज नॉट एनी डिफ्लेक्शन, कि गैल्वेनोमीटर जो है कोई डिफ्लेक्शन ना दिखाए. ठीक है, तो देयर इज नो फ्लो ऑफ करंट इन सेक्शन BD means galvanometer shows zero deflection. So there is no flow of current in section BD, मतलब means galvanometer shows zero deflection. In this situation Wheatstone bridge is said to be in balanced condition. In this condition P by Q equal R by S. यदि हमारे पास में इन दोनों के रेशियो के बराबर आ जाए तो उस केस में इस पोर्शन में कोई करंट फ्लो नहीं होगी, गैल्वेनोमीटर कोई डिफ्लेक्शन नहीं देगा उस केस में व्हीट स्टोन ब्रिज जो है वो बैलेंस कंडीशन में कहा जाएगा। और इन दिस सिचुएशन P by Q equal R by S. This condition is fully satisfied. Suppose if we connect 1 ohm here and 2 ohm here, so ratio will be 1 by 2. Now at this in this section we connect 3 ohm and here is 6 ohm, so 3 by 6 again 1 by 2. So we can say that if this circuit contains 1 ohm, 2 ohm, 3 ohm, 6 ohm, then in this portion there will be no flow of current, galvanometer does not show any deflection, and we can say that the potential of point B and D are same. When potential is same for 2 points, then there will no flow of current. Current flows if there is potential difference between 2 points. Clear? So this is principle of Wheatstone bridge. So at first we close key K1 and after K2, and we adjust 4 resistors P, Q, R and S in such a way that there is no flow of current in section BD, means galvanometer shows zero deflection दिखाए. In this situation Wheatstone bridge is said to be in balance condition, or in this condition P by Q equal R by S. This is principle of Wheatstone bridge. Now you can prove when no current flows through this section, so ratio of resistors P by Q and R by S will be equal. So we have to prove principle of Wheatstone bridge. तो फिर how can we prove this principle? You can note it. So next is proof of Wheatstone bridge principle. Proof of Wheatstone bridge principle. How can you prove it? So there is two ways. First is based on concept of potential, and second proof is based on Kirchhoff's law. So we can say that there will be no flow of current in section BD. In this situation, flowing current through this galvanometer will be zero if there is no flow of current through galvanometer then we can say that potential of point B equal potential of point D. VB equal VD. Potential will be same. Now we can write VA minus VB mathematically. VA minus VB. This is equal to VA minus VD. VA minus VD. So how can you write this step? In this step, we subtract VB from VA and VD from VA. So both sides VA. If we cancel out VA and we divide by minus, then again the term will be VV equal VD, so mathematically can be written as. Now this is potential difference between A and B, this is potential difference between A and D. So what is potential difference between A and B? So by using Ohm's law, flowing current is I1 and resistance is P. So we can write I1P equal, we can write here I2R, potential difference between A and D. This is equal to I2R. This is equation first. Now again we take VB equal VD. Again VB equal VD. Now we can write VB minus VC and VD minus VC. You can cut VC both side. Again VB equal VD. So this is a mathematical trick. VB minus VC equal VD minus VC. Now by using Ohm's law, what is potential difference between BC? So I1 minus Ig into me Q. I1 minus Ig into me Q equal I2 plus Ig into me S. I2 plus Ig into me S. But we consider here there is no flow of current in this section. So Ig equals 0, but Ig equals 0. Then I1Q equal I2S. This is equation second. We want to, we consider here the potential of both points will be same if there is no flow of current Ig. Means Ig equals 0. So we will take here Ig as 0. So the result will be I1Q equal I2S. Now if we divide first by second, then I1P divided by I1Q equal I2R upon me I2S. So I1 is cancelled out or I2 is cancelled out. So what is the result? Result is P by Q equal R by S. This is equation third. Or this is principle of Wheatstone bridge. Clear? So we can prove Wheatstone bridge principle as, again I repeat it, this is Wheatstone bridge circuit. We know that if there is no flow of current in this section, in this situation P by Q equal R by S. So we want to prove it. For this we consider V potential of point B equal to potential of point D. So there will be no flow of current in this section. Now, but mathematically you can write as. But by using Ohm's law, potential difference between points A and B, I1P, between A and D, I2R. In similar way, again we take this condition VB equal VD. But mathematically we can write as. So potential difference between B and C, we can write as D and C. This will be H. But condition is that Ig equals 0. So we can write this equation in this form. Up now we divide 1 by 2. So there will be principle of Wheatstone bridge P by Q equal R by S. And unknown resistance S equal QR upon में P. ये भी हम फाइंड आउट कर सकते हैं क्योंकि दिस इज अननोन रेजिस्टेंस. But there is another proof which is based on Kirchhoff's law. So how can we prove this principle again? So this is first proof. Now we take second proof. So you can write second proof of a Wheatstone bridge. By taking Kirchhoff's law, how can you prove this principle? Look here. We take a closed loop A, B, D, E. This is traveling direction. Next time we take closed loop B, C, D, B. In this loop, we can take traveling direction as. So traveling direction can be considered as you like or as you wish. So in closed loop A, B, D, E. Start from point A. This is traveling direction, this is current direction, so both are in same. So what is potential difference across P? This is I1P, but this will be negative. Why? Traveling direction and current direction is are same. So I1P minus I1P, we reach a point at B. Now Ig current flow through galvanometer G, but galvanometer G is in double roll. So what is first roll? First roll is it represents a symbol of galvanometer, and second meaning of capital G, which is resistance of galvanometer. If we multiply Ig with resistance capital G, so there will be potential difference across galvanometer. So this will be Ig into G, potential difference across the ends of galvanometer. But this potential difference again will be minus. Why? Traveling direction and current direction are same. Now we reach at point D, but in this section we travel opposite direction of current. So potential difference is I2R, but this will be positive I2R. Now this is equal to 0. This is equation first. Now we take closed loop BCDB. So in closed loop, now we take closed loop BCDB. So it starts from point B. So what is potential difference across Q? I1 minus Ig into me Q, but this will be minus. But in this section, potential difference will be positive. Why? Traveling direction and current direction opposite. So plus I2 plus Ig into me Q S plus Y, traveling direction and current direction opposite. So potential difference across galvanometer Ig equal 0. We reach at point B. This is equation second. Clear? So this is equation first, which is obtained by first loop, and this is equation second, which is obtained by second loop. But we want what will be condition of equation first and second in case of galvanometer does not show any deflection, means Ig equal 0. So what will be condition of both equations? So we apply condition. If galvanometer does not show any deflection, then Ig equal 0. This is applying condition. So by using equation first and third, what is the result? Minus I1P minus 0 into G plus I2R, this is equal to 0. So we can write as minus I1P equal minus I2R, minus plus, so I1P equal I2R. This is equation 4. If we apply Ig equal 0 in equation first, then the condition will be as I1P equal I2R. Now we apply this condition in equation second. So again we can write by using equation second and third. By using equation second and third. So what is the result? So you can note it. I am removing from here. So what is the result of equation second and third? Minus I1 minus 0 into Q plus 0 I2 I2 plus 0 into S plus 0 into G equal 0. So result will be minus I1Q. This will be equal minus I2S. Minus plus. So I1Q equal I2S. This is equation 5th. So if we use Ig in equation first, Ig in equation first, then condition will be as. If we use Ig in equation second, then condition will be H. Now if we divide equation 4 by 5, तो यहां मैं लिख रहा हूं क्या, इक्वेशन 4 is divided by 5, then what is the result? Result is I1P upon I1Q equal I2R upon I2S. So I1 is cancelled out, I2 is cancelled out. So what is the result? P by Q equal R by S. Again result will be same. So this is proof of Wheatstone bridge. ये व्हीटस्टोन ब्रिज का जो है वो प्रिंसिपल हो गया. तो इसे हम दो तरीके से प्रूव कर सकते हैं. एक हमारे पास में प्रूफ क्या था, एक प्रूफ था हमारे पास में बेस्ड ऑन पोटेंशियल, एंड सेकंड प्रूफ विच इज बेस्ड ऑन किरचॉफ्स लॉ. तो इस तरीके से जो है हम इसको प्रूव कर सकते हैं. नाउ हाउ कैन यू find out unknown resistance? So this is unknown resistance. So if we want to find out S, then the result will be QR upon P. तो फिर इस तरीके से आपके पास में जो है ये प्रूफ हो गया। इसी व्हीट स्टोन पर बेस्ड जो है हमारे पास में एक डिवाइस होगा जिसे हम मीटर ब्रिज कहेंगे। ठीक है, तो ये नेक्स्ट आर्टिकल होगा कि व्हाट इज मीटर ब्रिज, इसकी कंस्ट्रक्शन, इसका प्रिंसिपल और इस किस तरीके से ये वर्क करता है, तो इसके बारे में हम स्टडी करेंगे। तो मीटर ब्रिज क्या होता है, तो पहले तो इसकी इंट्रोडक्शन देख लीजिए। तो मीटर ब्रिज इज दैट डिवाइस विच इज यूज्ड टू फाइंड आउट अननोन रेजिस्टेंस। जब हम किसी अननोन रेजिस्टेंस की वैल्यू फाइंड आउट करना चाहते हैं तो उसको हम मीटर ब्रिज की हेल्प से ज्ञात कर सकते हैं। तो ये तो हो गई उसकी डेफिनेशन कि मीटर ब्रिज इज दैट डिवाइस विच इज यूज्ड टू मेजर अननोन रेजिस्टेंस। अब बात सेकंड क्या आती है, बात सेकंड आती है हमारे पास में कि व्हाट इज इट्स प्रिंसिपल। तो प्रिंसिपल है इट इज बेस्ड ऑन व्हीट स्टोन ब्रिज प्रिंसिपल। ये व्हीट स्टोन ब्रिज प्रिंसिपल पर बेस्ड है। ये हो गई हमारे पास में दो चीजें। तो आप जो है इनको दोनों को मैंने इंट्रोडक्शन बताया आपको, और एक क्या बताया मैंने आपको, एक इंट्रोडक्शन और एक उसका प्रिंसिपल। तो आई रिपीट अगेन इट, व्हाट इज मीटर ब्रिज? मीटर ब्रिज इज दैट डिवाइस विच इज यूज्ड टू मेजर अननोन रेजिस्टेंस। क्लियर? व्हाट इज इट्स प्रिंसिपल? इट इज बेस्ड ऑन व्हीट स्टोन ब्रिज प्रिंसिपल। क्लियर? नाउ थर्ड इज कंस्ट्रक्शन। तो इसे कंस्ट्रक्शन क्या होती है? इसकी कंस्ट्रक्शन के अंदर जो है एक वुडन रेक्टेंगुलर वुडन बोर्ड होता है, उसके ऊपर 1 मीटर लॉन्ग वायर जो कॉन्स्टेंटिन या मैग्नीन का बना है, ये अलॉय है, वो उसके ऊपर 1 मीटर वायर खींचा रहता है। उसके पैरेलल में एक स्केल होता है। तो इस वुडन बोर्ड के ऊपर जो 1 मीटर वायर स्ट्रेस्ड है, बस उसी के नाम पर इस डिवाइस का नाम क्या पड़ा? वो मीटर ब्रिज पड़ा। ठीक है, तो मीटर ब्रिज के अंदर 1 मीटर लॉन्ग वायर विच इज स्ट्रेस्ड ऑन ए वुडन बोर्ड। ठीक, अब उसके साथ में क्या क्या कनेक्शन करना है वो हम जो है कल उसका डिस्कस करेंगे। और इसका जो है एप्लीकेशन है मीटर ब्रिज, पोस्ट ऑफिस बॉक्स। तो आज का जो है वो यहीं तक का है। ये लेक्चर फिनिश होता है। थैंक यू।